You who are listening with eyes tired of trying to be enough, I come close like someone opening the curtains of a dark room. Feel my presence as a soft breath at your neck. I know the weight you carry, the promises left hanging, the nights when your pillow became the keeper of your silence. You do everything, turn storms into a glass of water, light a lamp on cloudy days, and still he shrinks you, cuts you with phrases that look harmless but steal pieces of you. Hear me. You are not the size of the disrespect you receive. You are the size of your courage to choose yourself. I saw you give up small rituals just to fit his routine. I saw you make yourself smaller so he could feel big. I saw you laugh at jokes that hurt because you feared ruining the mood. I saw you wear patience like a costume to avoid fights, swallow your cry because it's not a big deal. All of it adds up into an ocean. No one breathes well in an ocean of humiliation. Breathe now. Feel the air enter and leave, opening space inside you. I am here to remind you, respect is not begged for. It is asked for with softness and firmness. There are signs you've been ignoring. When your intuition whispers, today won't be good, and you go anyway. When a sentence of his slices you and you spend the day tucking the wound under your coat. When your reflection seems to apologize for existing. These are notes Ivy slipped into your pockets. Step out of the quicksand of self-blame. You are not dramatic. You are sensitive, lucid, attentive. Sensitivity is an antenna, and antennas catch storms before the first thunder. Recall the first time he made you feel small. Remember, a skewed joke, an unfair comparison, a charge that dismissed your effort. Something in you went on hold, like a beautiful song paused at the best chorus. Since then, you've tried to hit play, but his hand covers the button. I ask you, return the song to its owner, you. The soundtrack controller is yours. Nothing is more sacred than your peace. Place your hand on your chest. Feel the beat. Each beat is an I deserve. I deserve respect, tenderness, dialogue. I deserve to be heard without irony. I deserve not to walk on eggshells. I deserve not to be tested until I break. I deserve someone who celebrates my wins and supports my stumbles. Love doesn't humiliate. Love doesn't disqualify. Love doesn't use your love as a bargaining chip. Love is a home with open doors and sturdy walls. Love is not a labyrinth that makes you ask permission to exist. You might think, but he suffers too. He has a hard past. Yes, everyone carries a story, but you are not an ambulance for someone else's wounds. You are someone with a future worthy of gardens, not a storage lot for debris. Compassion doesn't mean accepting mistreatment. Compassion without boundaries is self-abandonment. Remember, boundaries are bridges that lead to respect. When you say, not like this, you are not cruel. You are teaching the world how to love you. I know fear throbs. Fear of being alone, of starting over, of admitting you invested too much in someone who returned too little. Fear is also a map. It points to the rooms where you need to turn on the lights. You have crossed darker nights than this one. And every single time, morning came. It always comes. When light touches your skin, you remember, I exist without asking permission. Let that memory grow. It is the seed of your next chapter. Let's speak of practical signs. The first is your body. It speaks. Tight shoulders, stomach in knots before each meeting, a fatigue that has no name. Your body writes letters in the language of muscle and breath. Read them. The second is your voice. When you silence yourself out of fear, when you measure every word to avoid triggering him, know this. That isn't peace, it's emotional censorship. The third is the cycle. promise, brief relief, relapse. If sorry isn't married to consistent change, it's just a soft pillow hiding stones. Pillows don't heal stones. I touch your shoulders now and say, take small steps back to yourself. Pick up one habit you abandoned. Write a letter of self-comfort. Make a pact not to cross the boundaries that hurt. If needed, be quiet for a couple of days to gather your energy. The world will survive without your total availability for 48 hours. And you will finally hear your essence. Your shine didn't leave. It's only dust covered. Blow. The shine has always been there. If you choose to talk, I will guide you. Speak without accusation, with precision. When you say X, I feel Y. I need Z to continue. Skip the endless justifications. Truth is simple. You deserve respect. Watch his reaction. Those who want to grow, listen, try to understand, adjust. Those who want to keep power, mock, invert, minimize. His reaction doesn't define your worth. It defines his capacity to love with maturity. And if the answer is contempt, you already have the answer you refuse to read. There is no love where there is no emotional responsibility. I must also remind you of what you bring. You bring presence, generosity, the rare beauty of truly caring. That is not a flaw. It's a gift. You don't need to love less. You need to love better, starting with you. Love that humiliates you doesn't deserve a stage. Love that expands you does. You were born to grow, not to shrink. Born to laugh loud, not to whisper apologies. Born to dance in the living room, not to ask for hallway permission. If love doesn't fit you, the problem isn't love, it's the size of the cage. Maybe someone convinced you nobody else will want you. The nerve. The universe is vast and your light is a signature. People with eyes of respect exist. People who hold your story with both hands gently exist. People who can say, I was wrong, and convert it into action exist. You will meet them only after you untie the knot in your own hope. Open the window. Look out. There is life beyond fear. I place 3 invisible gifts by your side. The first is a true mirror. It doesn't distort or shrink. It simply reflects your essence. The second is a key. It opens doors where reciprocity lives. The third is a compass. It points to the north of your dignity. Hold them. Whenever you feel lost, look at the mirror. Turn the key. Consult the compass. And remember, dignity is love's address. When the memory of his tenderness confuses you, anchor yourself in the whole picture, not in a pretty snapshot. One good day doesn't rescue a toxic climate. One sweet text doesn't erase 10 days of calculated silence. One gift doesn't pay for an apology that never came. Be honest with the full portrait. Only then do you stop bargaining for crumbs. Crumbs don't feed. Crumbs extend hunger. You deserve the banquet of respect. Now imagine walking down a street where houses have names. You pass guilt, fear, scarcity. Old houses, you've lived in them. Today I invite you to turn the corner into another street. Clarity, boundary, choice. This is where your story breathes. Here you prove nothing. You are. Here love doesn't ask for a password. It invites you to the table. At this table, you sit whole with your strengths and your fragilities, and no one pulls your chair to watch you fall. If you decide to stay, let it be for consolidated respect, not fear of leaving. If you decide to go, let it be for love of yourself, not hate for him. In both roads, I walk with you. I whisper as you sleep. You did it. I sing when you wake. You'll do it again. If you stumble, I hold your shoulders and say, starting over is not failure. It is the craftsmanship of courage. Every restart polishes who you are. Breathe again. Feel your feet grounded. Feel your head lighter. You have a decision. Keep negotiating your peace or choose it firmly. Peace may cost changes, goodbyes, hard conversations, but once paid, it yields quiet dividends. And in that quiet, your best self is born. I am telling you, with all my light, you are lovable, worthy, enough. The right love won't humiliate you, it will honor you. When this video ends, do one thing for me. Write a sentence on paper and tape it to your wall. I choose myself every day. Read it aloud in the morning. Read it when you feel tempted to accept what hurts you. Read it when you miss what shrinks you. This sentence is a spell of healing. With each repetition, another inch of sky opens inside you. I'll step back for now, but I won't leave. I will be in the subtle signs, in the song that suddenly carries the word you needed, in a friend who messages you without knowing it was time, in the sunset that returns your color, in the courage that lands softly like a wing. Open the windows, let the light in. And remember, with every letter, you are not alone. You have yourself. And that, my dear, is the beginning of every miracle.